expect from him come fight time?
Well, I don't expect to fear him. I don't fear him. I can see why people say that, but I'm a fighter through and through. I don't fear any person. When you go inside that ring with a fear mentality, why even go inside the ring?
I know as a fighter you don't want to feel his power, but the question arises throughout the media and fans that could you take this punch? What do you take to that question? Why is that question being asked?
I think it's being asked because clearly people question my chin for some odd reason because I've been down 2 times in my career. I mean, if you want to question that about me being 2 times, it's understandable. And he's also a very, very strong guy and he's put out a lot of different guys as well. So I can understand why the questions are there. But it's just up to me to prove, that I'm bigger than that I'm stronger, that I'm better, and that I can prevent those things.
And as for yourself, the questions you have as part of Gennady Golovkin, Kell Brook seemed like he was able to rock him during their fight. He's a much smaller fighter. If you land on him, what do you expect? What could you do if you're able to land clean on him? What do you expect?
I don't know what to expect. We don't know how truly he handles punches, big punches. But if he allows me to hit him, then I guess we'll see at that present time.
Do you think that his chin might be a question?
I don't know. It's anybody can be hurt. This is boxing. This whole genetic thing and this whole talk about he's unstoppable, he's never been hurt, or all this talk about his chin. I mean, it's going to be questioned once he get hit, and by a true middleweight. I'm looking forward to just winning. However that win comes, I'm just looking forward to it. But the questions about his chin, the questions about his heart, I mean, it's up for debate. But at the end of the day, I don't care nothing about that. I just want to win.
And last question, being in camp with Virgil Hunter and Andre Ward, what advice have they give you? Because they have their run-ins with Gennady Golovkin and his team. What advice have they given you?
It's a mental battle. Andre Ward, I respect and have the utmost respect for that guy. He's a role model for me. I've looked up to him since I was an amateur. And just hearing him talk and feeling the presence and the energy, it's just great for me and it's added for motivation because sometimes you can go through little phases, little laps in camps. You have these guys around pushing you, and that's what I feel like I was missing back in New York because there wasn't a lot of true champions out there that you kind of rub shoulders with. But being out here with guys who've been at this level is very helpful.
In regards to Andre, does it surprise you his retirement talks?
It's surprising, but I fully support him if he wants to retire because a guy like that who has done everything from an amateur and professional standpoint, what else could you ask for?
Some people feel that he should, being that the clause was in the contract, that he should give the rematch to Kovalev before he retires. Do you think that's just due, or it depends? I mean,
that's up for debate. Like I said before, I have to support any decision he chooses to make. As a fan, I would love to see him back in there again. But as a friend and someone who I admire, I support him no matter what.
Because it will be a much easier fight for him. Do you believe that if he was to face?
In my opinion, yeah, I believe that it'll be. I won't say easier fight, but I feel like he has the edge now, especially the mental edge, and that's very critical for a guy like that at that level.
So, Danny, in the past, Gennady has done some kind of showboating in a way of when he's fighting, he kind of lets his hands down and lets people hit him. And he's, kind of his reasoning behind that is that he wants to give the fans a show. If he does that with you in the ring, how's that going to work out?
Well, I think you're a fool if you believe that he allows anyone to hit him. But if he does, then he would know the dangers of those guys. But I'm a completely different guy. I don't think he would allow me to hit him. I think you'll be a fool to just sit there with your hands down to give the crowd a rouse, But if he wants to do that, by
welcome
all
him
means,
to do it, right?
By all means.
So another question for you about his actual conditioning. It kind of looked like in his last fight with Kell Brook that his conditioning was a little off. He was a little more out of breath. And, now that you're working with snack and everything like that, do you think conditioning pulls into your favor?
We have yet to see, but I know that I would be in the best condition in a very, very long time, if not this would be the best camp that I've ever had. Everything is going well, and me being a part of Snack and seeing the modernized technology and being in shape like that and being with their equipments and working at the high altitudes and things of that nature, I mean, it's just incredible. I'm learning a lot about the body. I'm learning a lot about how I can implement these things in the training camp. And I look forward to, really displaying it in the fight.
Definitely. And then, so another question for you is, in New York, your training camps are held in your basement, correct? So you have a kind of a basement gym there.
Yeah.
And then coming here to Snack, which is, state-of-the-art technology, and then coming to Virgil Hunter's gym and things like that. Just tell us about the difference in just kind of, the media stir here versus kind of secluding yourself in New York and everything like that. How does this work for you?
Well, I mean, I knew if I was to be stationed in New York that, the request of media work would be nonstop, and I understand, that they want to promote this fight, but I understand also that this is the biggest fight of my career, and I wanted to isolate myself so that I can focus on this fight and the fight alone. The media is fine and it's great, but it has its time. My main job is to make sure that I'm prepared for being inside the ring. But being in New York and being in Brooklyn and Long Island with the distractions and the traffic and all the crazy stuff, I mean, I just wanted to separate myself.
And being a color commentator, how much do you wish that you could call your own fight?
I do wish I can call this fight. I think it'd be a really good fight to call. I always love like the underdog stories, when they actually come out on top and, no one gives them a shot and everyone says that this is going to be that. But I mean, I've proven time and time again that, when my back is against the wall, I can prevail.
Definitely. Thank you for your time.